Hey everybody, FaceDisgrace here. Oh, it's so fucking cold. There we go. Got the fire going now at least. So, as you can see, I've recently been selected to participate in this definitely not Hunger Games in Canada for a crime I committed. Which is fucking bullshit, because the dude totally had it coming after he fucked with my coconut! Don't worry, I got the coconut back at least. But anyway, here are some rules I follow that have helped me keep alive in the Darwin Project. If they help you, feel free to subscribe at the end, but let's get started. Rule 1, keep a wood on. Yes, the cold can kill you really fucking easily if you're not keeping track of it. And yes, that rule is also a penis joke. There is nothing worse than watching your cold meter head down to 0 while you're desperately trying to find some wood that hasn't been cut down already to build yourself a fire. Building a fire is the most reliable way of making sure you don't freeze to death, and it only costs 1 wood to build. Best practice, do not fuck with my coconut! Say it, don't fuck with it! And also keep an extra wood on so that you can always build a fire if you manage to find yourself in an area that's been stripped bare of all the resources by other players. Now, you may be saying, but Face, I really want to build armor, and I have 3 wood. Too bad! Wait till you have 4 so that you can use 3 for the armor and still have your safety erection. I mean wood. I guarantee that when you need wood the most to build yourself a fire is when everyone is going to have stripped the map of it. So just keep 1 in your inventory at all times, for safety's sake. That way you can focus more on what playstyle works for you and what build order you want to go, and less focus on, dear God, why can't I find any wood? There was so much fucking wood at the beginning, and oh look, a coconut. I guess I can try burning that to keep myself alive, but you'd be wrong! Don't fuck with it! Keep an extra 1 on at all times.
Follow me.
I fucking love this community. Rule 2, leather buildings. Wood seems way more plentiful than leather in the frozen forests of Canada. Weird, right? So if you really need some leather, head towards the nearest structures to find it instead of out in the wilds. With how cold leather can get, you'd think everyone up here would spring for the upholstery, but nope. All these abandoned cabins have a big leather chair, like the owners had some kind of fetish. Good for us, not so good for said owners' sexual awakenings on a chilly winter morning. Since leather is necessary for a lot of the crafting and is a little bit harder to find, be prepared to run into other contestants around these structures. I've found many a possible future coconut fucker trying to strip a chair for his fur coat, so be cautious. It's okay to take a second to check around before entering, or if you're feeling lucky, just dive in and see if the building has a real-time map that can show you where the others are at. Whatever you decide, need leather, head towards buildings. It's that simple. Alright, so we build a fire inside to block the flame. It just went straight in the air that everybody can see. Ceiling, you are useless! Rule 3, customize equipment. How did that dude just shoot you with a flaming arrow? Why am I being tracked after every time this guy hits me? Well, it's because you suck and this game hates you! I'm just kidding! It's because you can switch your equipment around off the main menu. Here, you can customize your loadout for whatever sounds good to you. Sick of being killed when your opponent is at 1 health? Want extra damage and don't really care that much about range? Fire arrows may be the answer you seek. Fire arrows can help prevent other contestants winning in tight battles by using a breakthrough combination of wood and immolation that's psychopath approved. In fact, 7 out of 10 psychopaths recommend using fire arrows. The other 3 were too busy burning to death to answer our survey. Fire arrows will keep you warm and your opponents even warmer as they burn to death right in front of your eyes. Fire arrows may cause burning, itching, being called a douchebag, inflammation, and spontaneously singing campfire songs. The mind is really easily tricked into that kind of stuff. Talk to your director and see if fire arrows are right for you. Seriously, there are a lot of options on what to have in this menu. Keep in mind, you can only change these from the equipment tab at the main menu. Once you're in a lobby, what you got is, well, what you got. But for me, I really like taking the runner's cloak and speed boots for the extra stamina and speed, but there are tons of different combinations. I will say, definitely take camo for one of your electronics. That thing is OP. Don't be afraid to experiment around with what's the most fun way to play for you, and remember the #1 rule when it comes to the Darwin Project. Do not fuck with the coconut. Oh, my fucking back! Jesus, that hurt! Feel free to subscribe and follow me on Twitter for more videos, and comment below what game you'd like to see me do next. My name is FaceDisgrace, and get your fucking hands off my coconut! Get the fuck back here! Find it instead of out in the wilds. Without fucker trying to stip a chair for his fur coat, so be cautious. Stip a chair. Stip a dip a dip. What? Fire arrows can help prevent other contestants winning in tight battles by paddles?